Hola, 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 hola. What's happening? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Thank you all. Thank you all for coming to the real unwoke. Not the fake unwoke, but the real unwoke. Okay? What's happening? How are you guys doing this evening? Who we got in the house today? We got Gold Rosa. How you doing this evening? How are you? Well, you know what? I'll take that back, guys. We're all in two separate time zones, so I gotta take uh-oh. One second. Gotta take that into consideration. Sorry about that. Adriana, how you doing, Miss Adriana? How are you? How are you doing? Diana, how you doing? How you doing? Thank you guys. I appreciate the support and I appreciate the love. Shorty, how you doing, Shorty? How y'all doing? Let's see, get a couple more shout outs here. Deborah, Miss Deborah, how are you? How are you? How are you? Thank you guys. Like the video as you come into the room. Please like the video and share it out. It's quite a few of you guys in here so far. So share it out, share it out. Appreciate that. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. So, what are we talking about tonight? We are talking about the woke religions that have gone crazy, gone wild, like nuts. We got a lot of craziness going on in the world, and I think people are using these religions to cope with the chaotic environment we have decided to construct for ourselves. And I'm going to go through a few of these videos, guys, and I want to get you guys perspectives. Because I have a perspective on this, and it's pretty consistent with a lot of my uh, previous shows and what I think about just the whole woke culture in general. But again, I want to hear what you guys have to say. Like the video, like the video. Let me pull up these clips really quick, and let's see what we got. All right. Let's see. Doo-doo-doo-doo. All right. So the first one, guys, this here. Make sure everybody see it. And put a 1 in the chat if the audio is coming in good. I want to make sure all the audio is working correctly. Hey, Shantae, how you doing? How you doing? I appreciate it. Is it Kilmana? Did I say it right? Hope I said it right. How you doing? Appreciate you guys coming in. Like the video, guys. Like the video. I appreciate you all. Let's see. Arlene, how you doing, Arlene? What are y'all putting one? Why y'all putting one in it? Not the mic audio. When I play the video, I want you guys to let me know if the audio is coming in good. All right. Let's see. Let's do it like this. All right. So the first clip I'm going to show you guys is this woman, this another one of these satanic witches who believes they are a Christian. Well, she's a Christian, which, come on, guys, if you know anything about the Bible, God does not condone witchcraft, witches, warlocks, all that craziness. No, God repudiates that. And he calls for us to rebuke it. So I want you to hear what she has to say. I'm gonna play the video, and like I said, let me put a 1 in the chat if the audio is coming in, and put a 2 in the chat if it's not. Here we go. Let's hear what this crazy nutcase has to say about why the Christian witch community exists. It's nuts. Come on. What are you doing? All right. Let's give it a second. I guess it's buffering or something. Darn it. It's not playing. Okay, fine. 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 If you don't want to play, I'll play another one. I don't know what's going on. Let me try refreshing it. Let me try refreshing it. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see. Let's see what we got. This darn thing was working just fine earlier. but now it doesn't want to work. Okay, well, yeah, I'm gonna go to the next video because I'm sure that once I start the next video, that one's gonna work, but it's not working. So let's go ahead and move on, move right along, right? Shall we? Let's pull another one up here. All right, here we go. Desktop. Let's go to podcast videos. See what we got. All right. Spiritual. Okay, here we go. Like the video, guys. Come on. It's kind of, it's some it's quite a few of you in here. Like the video, please. Here we go.
Practice any spiritual ideology in my
Can you guys hear that? Put a one in the chat if you hear that. If you can hear this woman speaking, put a one in the chat for me.
I'm not religious. I'm spiritual.
All right, cool.
And if I decided to commit and practice any spiritual ideology in my lifetime, it would be Kemetic spirituality, aka Kemetism. And here's why. The ancient Cometians, aka the ancient Egyptians, developed a spiritual system that encouraged them to live like gods, not worship God. Instead of blind faith in the unknown, Kemetism teaches inner guidance and wisdom, aka
Pay attention, guys. There's a common theme. If you are very intuitive, and if you're acutely aware of what each video that I play tonight, there's a common theme. I see if someone is aware, smart enough to detect it.
Intuition. Kemetism teaches you to know thyself, and by doing so, you experience the greatness of God because we are ultimately expressions of gods on earth. A lot of these teachings were denounced by future religions because they wanted to maintain control over their people. These religions also spread the idea that ancient Egyptians were polytheistic, when all actuality, their gods and goddesses were expressions of one divine creator. I've been studying Kemetism for 2 years now and has drastically changed the way I live my life. I want other people who have not been able to find solace in modern religion to be able to experience the spiritual revelation that Kemetism has brought me. So comment below if you want to hear more about the Kemetic lifestyle, spirituality, ancient Egyptian myths, and more.
Okay, so she said a few things in that video. I'm gonna play the next clip, and then again, I want you guys to tell me if you can detect a theme here. I'm gonna play the next one. Put in the comment section what you thought about that, and I will show it here on the screen. But yeah, I agree with you, Deborah. Bunch of hogwash. Here we go. Respect other religions. No, let's do this one right here. The universe. Oh, the universe. How many times do you hear people talking about the universe? Oh, the universe will just manifest it for me. I'm just doing what the universe calls me to do. It has nothing to do with God, right? It's the universe, this cosmic, I don't know, this cosmic world ideology. Adriana's getting close. Getting close.
It's because you are one with the universe, but you need to be oneness. What does that mean? You cannot be in lack mindset. If you practice for oneness, it's in knowing that everything you've ever wanted, everything you've ever dreamt of, everything you've ever imagined or even had an idea or a download, know that that is actually already done. And that sense of knowing, that sense of oneness, the sense of returning to who you truly are, that powerful energy will allow the universe to resonate with you in absolute congruency, and then you will find that miracles will manifest your way.
Will manifest your way. So you have to, it's zero talk of personal responsibility. It's a zero talk about what you can do for others, right? It's all about what you can manifest for yourself. That is the common theme you're going to notice in all of these videos. It's all about self gratification, self worship. And who is the person or spirit or entity was the one who sold that to mankind? the idea of self-worship. You can be like gods. You can be like God. Me, 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 me. Solipsistic and narcissism. It's all about me, 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 me. That's what it's all about. It's not about what you can do for your family. It's not about what you can do for yourself. Excuse me. It's not about what you can do for others. It's all about how the universe can manifest miracles for you. Absolutely. You got it, Deborah. Lucifer, the the fallen one, the adversary, was the one who peddled that idea to mankind. Well, to Eve at first, where he told her, "Hey, you pick of me, you will be like God Himself. You will be like your own gods, right?" And that's what a lot of these cult religions are like today. This is what they're trying to peddle. Listen, guys, look, nothing's new under the sun, okay? Nothing is new under the sun. So forget modern age, forget the conventions of today. Let's just go back to the 1600s. These people were still roaming about. They just were peasants, you know, what do you call them? Serfs. Just the common folk. This is what these people believed. And yeah, we had pretty different ways of handling that, because I think we had more of a what do you call it? More of a traditional Judeo-Christian code that I think we ought to at one point adhere to. But now it's completely run rampant. Now, do what thy wilt. Do what makes you feel good. That's what it's come down to. Self-worship. It's all about the self. I'm going to play another one. Play another one. Oh, not her. Well, actually, Satan, the thing about it is, that people don't know, is Satan told Eve that if she partook of him, the knowledge of good and evil, her spiritual eyes will be open. But if you guys look at what that says actually in the original text, it actually says that her spiritual eyes will be shut, but her worldly eyes will open. Go back and look at what was actually really said to Eve. And it happened with Adam as well. All right, let me go ahead and play this here. Hey, Akila, how you doing? How you doing? Appreciate you guys. Like the video, ladies and gentlemen. Like the video. All right. So this is all these occult religions, the adulation, all of this stuff is just meant to it's meant to bypass having to follow the Christian tenets and follow the principles and the commandments of God. It's all about do what makes you feel good. Do whatever you want at the expense of others if you have to, as long as it makes you feel good. You want to know why? Because victimhood today, being a victim is the currency of the world today. The more of a victim you are, the higher the status you have earned in society. Yep. Victimhood is a currency. So we don't want reality to reinforce any consequences for our bad decisions, right? No, we don't want to feel bad because we, are looting and shooting and killing and pillaging and raping and a bunch of other damnable acts to each other. We don't want to feel bad for that. So instead, we need to institute policies like defund the police, right? Black Lives Matter. Yeah, radical dude. We got to pull all these little pseudo remedies out there to make us feel good, to absolve ourselves of responsibility. Because again, These are the religions here that's peddling this, that prosperity stuff, that prosperity garbage. Don't give into it, because a lot of churches today are promulgating this stuff too. So you got to use discernment. You have to. Now, I'm not saying that if you have a conviction somewhere, you should necessarily leave, but you gotta use some discernment. You have a brain. All right, let's see. Let's take this off. Move that. I really wanted to play the witch one, guys. Can you believe this woman calls herself a Christian witch? Like, how far gone are we to where now you believe there is a such thing as a Christian witch? Lord help me. All right, let's see. Hold up. A Christian witch. That's why, watch out for anyone you may have in your circle that believes in the sage and the crystals and the universe, even karma. Like, karma, it's not biblical, ladies and gentlemen. It's not biblical. We got to stop using these terms because we're normalizing this crap. Seriously. All right, hold up. Let's see what else we got. Oh my gosh, check this one out. No, there's no such thing as a Christian witch, Akila. There is no such thing as a Christian witch. You know what? Know what I think about Christian witches? That's what I think. Right. Good vibes. Good vibes. We don't want no dissent. Why do you think civil discourse is being shunned? Why do you think disagreement is being shunned, or dissent is being suppressed? If you have an opposing view against the woke monolith, the woke culture, the feelings, if you talk about reality, oh yeah, they're going to shut you down. They are going to shut you down. All right, check this out, guys. Check this out. This is crazy.
Of genderqueer people as model disciples. Really? Yeah, Matthew 19:12. There are.
All right, did you hear what she just said?
Listen to what this people in the Bible. Yeah, does it say they're going to hell? No, Jesus actually lifts up genderqueer people as model disciples. Really?
She said Jesus actually lifts up trans people as model disciples. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but this is blasphemy in the highest order. Blasphemy in the highest order. Let's continue.
Yeah, Matthew 19:12. There are eunuchs who are born that way, some who are made eunuchs by others, and some who will become eunuchs for the sake of the kingdom of heaven. And eunuchs are castrated men? Short answer, yes. But being a eunuch is not the same as being trans. Trans can mean a lot of things, but here's how this passage affirms genderqueer, trans, gender nonconforming, and intersex people. Go on. First, it says some people are born eunuchs. Jesus affirms there can be more.
You see, they're coming for the Bible now. Listen, they're coming. Listen, they know that people still have access to the word of God. So what do they have to do? They have to cherry pick the scriptures to substantiate their crazy, bizarre narratives and their crazy ideologies. And this is what they're going to confuse people with. Young, impressionable minds who know nothing about the Bible, who hasn't even read Genesis, they'll feed into this crap. They will feed into this hook, line, and sinker.
Than just male or female at birth. Then Jesus says some will become eunuchs for the sake of the kingdom of heaven. In other words, some people who are assigned male at birth will later choose a different gender identification as part of their work of following God. Couldn't it be symbolic? I thought this was about priests being celibate. Priests didn't have to be celibate until the 1100s. Also, a lot of eunuchs could and did still have.
Now, you guys know what a eunuch is, right? You guys, have you ever heard of a eunuch? So a eunuch is basically, he's a slave. Right, he has a purpose, and it's usually the purpose of eunuchs were to guard the harems, the women, but they're castrated, right? They cut off their genitalia, right, and so that they wouldn't fondle with any of the women, so they would castrate them, so they would guard them. How the heck is that? Oh my goodness. How did they make the leap from having being castrated forcibly, right? I don't think anybody volunteers and signs up to have their you know, their twigs and berries cut off. But well, I don't think it's the berries, but I think it's twigs. But come on, what are we talking about here? This is gross.
Sexual relationships. They just couldn't procreate. Weren't they also outcast? Yes, while some eunuchs had high-power jobs in the royal courts, they also faced a lot of discrimination. So it's notable when a Christian Philip runs into an Ethiopian eunuch along the road, and the eunuch says, "What is there to prevent me from being baptized?" Philip doesn't say, "Well, you can't be a Christian because you don't fit the gender binary." Philip stops the chariot, goes down to the water, and baptizes them. So if people don't fit the binary, whether they're born that way or they even choose that later in life, they're cool with Jesus. They're not just cool with him, they're celebrated as models of discipleship.
Right. So somehow now the 12 disciples were queer. That's where we are, ladies and gentlemen. See, now do y'all see how important it is for you guys to start speaking out against this? Because the more Christians remain silent and we just idly allow this crap to just continue to spread like a cancer, it's going to be commonplace where we have people saying ridiculous things like this. Ridiculous things like this. She needs to be shamed. She needs to be publicly humiliated.
Deluded fools in America.
Deluded fools in America. And I don't appreciate that. And you know, I don't appreciate someone taking the Bible out of context like that, like wildly out of context. Don't worry about it, Adriana. You will. Just fight for him, okay? That's all you have to do. She said publicly stoned to death. Stone. I don't think we can do that, but hey, maybe we can pass some sort of ordinance or something. I don't know. No, I don't want to advocate for any violence, but you guys know what I mean. All right, let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got in the bag of Looney Tunes.
Respect all religions. Let me give you a little scenario. Hey Tyra, I heard you're queer. Is that true? Yes, that is very much true. Well, in my religion, that means you're gonna burn in hell. So, your existence is a sin. Right. I respect that. I respect it. Like, huh? No, I don't have to respect that. Here's the thing. I think you should.
That's what I'm saying. This is the modern day witch, y'all. This is what the modern day witch looks like. It doesn't come in a broom. They don't wear brooms or funny hats, and they don't have the long nose with the pimple. Listen, this is the modern day witch. You don't listen. They look just like you and me, regular folks.
Should be respectful toward other people and other religions if you don't know anything about that religion. For example, if you know nothing about Islam, don't talk shit about Islam. The only religion I will ever criticize or talk shit about is Christianity, specifically Catholicism.
Of course you will. I know you will, because you got these do-gooders. Unfortunately, Christians, I'm not even going to call them Christians because I'm a Christian, and I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out, lady. Which I think a lot of my Christians, sisters and brothers, we all need to do. But you have a lot of these pseudo Christians that will welcome this crap, embrace it. They got gay churches now today. Gay churches, which, you know, I would argue that's not really a church. Certainly not a house of God. You know, maybe I need to get a cat and nine. What is it called? A cat and nine tails. What did Jesus use when he went in there and flipped over the tables and beat the money changers with? Maybe I need that. Go in some of these churches and just start raising hell.
Because I grew up with that and I know it. But for any other religion, I can have respect for those people.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. Christianity is not a religion. Christianity is a reality. Christianity is a reality.
Beliefs, especially if I don't even know what those beliefs are. But if I'm thoroughly educated on it and I know that their beliefs literally shit on my entire existence, I do not have to respect that just because it's religion and it's holy. No.
Oh, shut up. Should I give her a piece? Let me give her one. Courtesy slap. All right. Well, there you go. Well, guys, now you see what's happening out there in the world, and unfortunately, this is going to get increasingly worse. And people are going, listen. This new age movement that you see that's happening right now is going to continue to grow until Christians start standing up. We can't just sit back idly by and wait for God to come back and to save us. Listen, he expects us to represent him. We are to be the salt of the earth, the light of the world. And if we just continue to allow the darkness to abound, to completely spread and affect our children and our youth, and we don't do anything, then you basically you're getting what you asked for, because you're allowing it to happen by default. So I just want to call them out. I'm gonna always put this on blast for everyone to see out in the open that this is disgusting. It's blasphemous, and it's it's worthy of it's an abomination. It's an abomination. These are what your witches, your warlocks, your wizards, all of these magical creatures that we've read about in our little back in grade school. This is what they look like today. They look like modern, regular folks, regular people. That's what when they start talking about these things, using karma, discernment, vibes, universe. Yeah, these are cultic terms, guys. Y'all have to be attuned to that. Don't associate yourself with them, or pray for them. We have to pray for those who walk in darkness. We do. We have an obligation. But I don't know. What do you want me to say? Anyways, that's it for tonight, guys. I know it's a short one, but I just wanted to bring this to you all's attention. I love you all for sticking in and tuning in with me while I bloviated. I really do. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you have not subscribed to my channel, we are going to have a serious problem. The channel, for any of you all who are new, it is The Real Unwoke. It's not the fake Unwoke. It's The Real Unwoke. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video, subscribe again. I really appreciate you guys. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say for tonight. And as I always say, guys, look, we are speaking truth in reality, and I promise, God's help, we will reinstitute morality. Y'all have a good night.